Callie.
And I'm Adam, and welcome to Eye on the Eagle.
A new year brings new students to Eye on the Eagle and Blue Crew. We are a student-run video news program focusing on news that is important to Airport and Lexington too. This year's staff is the youngest we've ever had. Our team is made up of 6 freshmen, 5 sophomores, 4 juniors, and 1 senior. Because our program is a multi-year program in one classroom, our 6 Blue Crew members are veterans of our program and have combined experience of 8 years. This leaves us excited that our newest staff members will be able to benefit from the brand new studio facility being built in our new Lexington 2 Innovation Center.
Students from both high schools, Airport and MBC, will be able to take classes in specialized career and technical focus courses. Many of these programs lead to immediate certification and job placement upon graduation. We already offer a great deal of career-ready programs such as welding, cosmetology, auto collision, auto tech, engineering, health science, building construction, graphics, media arts, animation, and programming, all of which will be housed in one new state-of-the-art facility. The school is scheduled to open fall of 2018 and will offer even more programs including culinary arts, electricity, barbering, and law and public safety. Airport has benefited from many upgrades to our facilities from the bond referendum. Upon returning to school this year, we saw fresh paint in our lockerless halls, a beautiful new field house, new windows and blinds in many areas, 6 new lighted tennis courts, awnings to keep us dry at the car rider line and bus pickup area, and many other exciting renovations.
Airport has been undergoing renovations for the past 2 years, and we are really starting to see the changes. Many projects have already been completed and many others are in the works. One of the most recent new additions is the lovely brick wall around the stadium that frames Mooneyham Stadium and our sponsor sign. The new awning by the bus line, new TVs, fresh paint, and much more, including lockerless halls. We even have new flags posted outside the cafeteria to showcase the elite standard of learning by having the acronym spelled out on the flags. We know all these changes will better improve our school, all while making it look better than before.
One specific area that was completely gutted and rebuilt from scratch is the new drama class. Here is Daniela with a look at the new space.
There's a new drama classroom in room 301 and it looks great. The classroom has been completely remodeled, and we hope that these improvements will help Miss Stillwell in the drama program in the future.
Hello, I'm Callie Richard from Eye on the Eagle, here with Miss Stillwell, the drama teacher at Airport High School. So she not only got new improvements to her room, but she also got a new location. So tell us about your new space.
My new space is room 300. It is right next door to where I was last year, but they've completely renovated it. They gutted both a storage area, a classroom, and an old custodial area that included a bathroom and laundry areas. So when they gutted it all, we got new ceilings, we got new floors, new tables and light fixtures. We're also going to be adding stage lighting in the next couple of months.
Are you expecting any new changes in the auditorium?
We are supposed to be adding a new sound system and new things with our lighting system soon. You don't want all of your stuff on one side of the stage and emptiness on the other side. You want it to be visually pleasing to your audience. You want it functional for your actors, and you want it balanced.
Wow, thank you, Daniela. We know that Ms. Stillwell is happy with the new renovations.
Here at Airport High School, we have had a lot of new renovations. At the end of the 300 hall, a new special education room was built, along with a brand new sensory room. What is a sensory room, you may ask? Here's Jade with Miss Kish with the scoop on the sensory room.
A sensory room is a place for students with disabilities to get out their energy. Some of our children have a little sensory overload, it's called, where they feel too much at once, or sometimes it's the opposite and they just can't quite get their senses moving. So a sensory room is a place for them to either bring down their senses or raise their senses back up to a level where you and I can.
How did Airport afford something so nice?
Well, a couple years ago, our classroom and other sensory room in the 700 wing actually caught on fire. And so we have been kind of in transition for a couple of years, and when the bond referendum was made a couple of years ago, this new classroom and sensory room was part of the bond referendum.
Is a sensory room the same thing as a panic room?
A sensory room is actually not the same thing as a panic room. A panic room is where you go to kind of stay safe and keep away from things that are bad. A sensory room is more of a place where you go to kind of get your senses back in balance. So it's not meant to be a negative place, but a place to kind of assist and help you out some more. So we'll notice students that do certain things, kind of like one of them is stemming. And that kind of to us is an indicator that their senses aren't in balance a whole lot. So if we see that and we notice that their anxiety is raised a little bit, we'll tell them to go to the sensory room. And
At Airport, what all do we have in the sensory room?
our sensory room is awesome. We have multi-sensory lights, so our lights can go from blue to red to purple to regular lights to green. We can do blinking lights, we can do lights all the way on, and we can also dim our lights as well. We have sensory balls where the kids can get out some of their sensory needs. We also have sensory therapy dough, so they can squeeze out some of their senses, and we have different toys that they can squeeze out their senses with too. And it's a big enough space where they can run back and forth and just kind of hone in the senses the way they need to.
Okay, so to us, the blinking lights would be a headache. Why not to these students?
Well, the blinking light part we actually only really use if we're having kind of our dance parties. But the different lights we use either on high or dimming based on what their needs are. So if we see that a kid is overstimulated, we're going to dim the lights a little bit to kind of calm them down. And if we see that our students need a little bit more sensory to them, then we'll raise those lights up and kind of help them out that way.
Thank you, Miss Kish.
You're
This
welcome.
is Jay from Eye on the Eagle News.
Miss Cook and Miss Payne do a lot of reading in their free time. They have come across some great ideas to benefit our media center. Here's JT with a look at one of the new ideas.
Good morning, Eagles. I'm JT McLemore on the Eye on the Eagle News, here with Miss Cook. What was the idea behind the Read and Ride project?
Well, we have this great space up here, these awesome windows, and we thought, what would be a cool way to utilize this space up here? We know that there are a lot of students who have told us, it's not that I don't necessarily like to read, but sometimes it's just hard for me to sit still while I do it. So we thought, this is a great way to give kids who need more movement while they're trying to read the opportunity to do that. We also know that research says the healthier you are, the less likely you are to be sick. So that means, you're not going to be away from school because you're not feeling well. So we just felt like it was a creative way to kind of cover several bases.
Who came up with this idea?
I had seen some things on Twitter and some other places about similar programs, and so Ms. Payne and I talked, and we got with our administration, and we decided to give it a try.
Thanks, JT and Garrett, for showing us this new healthy way to read.
Student government will be hosting the first blood drive of the year on September 21st. Here's an animation by Preston Southard and Garrett Priester with information.
Hello, Airport High School. I'm Garrett Priester, talking about Airport's upcoming blood drive. It will be held in the Old Gym on Tuesday, September 21st from 8:30.
Don't forget to sign up for the blood drive before and after school in room 510. You can also sign up at lunch in the cafeteria from now until September 20th.
Airport is filled with awesome club opportunities, cultural arts, fine arts, and many different sports teams. Please contact Ms. Reamer if your club or team would like to be showcased on our news.
Airport High's fishing team kicks off the season on Monday, September 18th at 6 p.m. The meeting will be held in room 314 at Fulmer Middle School. You must have a team of 2 students, an adult captain, and a boat. The cost per team is $150. For more information, contact Ms. Kaufman.
Here are a few of our sports teams in action last week.
Here they come, ready to take the field for the first time in 2017. Eagles take them down, and they're just short of a first down. That's a touchdown for the Eagles.
Oh, Paxton Brooks the kick. It's up, and it's good.
The cross-country team raced the Chapin last Wednesday. They finished tied for 4th and were led by Noah Walters' 9th place finish. Following closely were Bryce Evans, Will Corley, Chase Smith, Peyton Owens, and Aiden Ratcliffe. The boys will race again on Saturday, September 16th at Lake Murray Invitational.
Hi, I'm Carter from Eye on the Eagle News, and I'm here with Sydney Coleman, your newly elected freshman class president. So, what do you plan to do during your time as freshman class president?
Well, my top priority and the first thing I want to do is I want to get the freshman class pumped up about high school, and I want to get them involved in more clubs and everything and just make them really excited.
So, why did you decide to run for freshman class president?
Well, Carter, I was involved in student council previously at my middle school, and I really loved it, and I really have a passion for it, so I want to continue that here at Airport.
This has been Carter Ulmer with Sydney Coleman from Eye on the Eagle News. Have a nice day.
Please join us at home tonight for our football game against Orangeburg-Wilkerson. Paint-up will start in A-Lot at 6:30. Be safe.
Have a great weekend, Eagles.
Good morning, Krusty Crew.
Is it good? Yeah, good. All right, wait.